Today is going to be an attempt to make a final save on the piece that I got a catch on in my last video, this Yew Hollow Form, which is going to be. I'm not quite sure what the final design is going to be. That'll develop as I go along. My idea is I want to see how wide that opening is going to be before I hit solid wood again. Make a mortise, make a lid out of a contrasting wood, not quite sure what yet. I'm hoping I got some walnut big enough to fit that, and then that'll be a sort of a firm fitting lid, not tight and not loose, and top it off with a finial like so. This is one out of the one stock I've made, and that I think will look rather nice on there. So I'll just see what develops as I go along. So without further ado, we'll pop over to the lathe and see what emerges. So what I'm basically going to do now is nibble away at this until I get it nice and symmetrical, and then take it from there regarding shape, etc. I really have no idea what's going to end up as. I think what I'm going to do now is not do a mortise. I'm just going to make a rim and put a tenon on the lid when I make it, so it'll slot in. I had an idea of slightly sinking the lid, but there's not enough meat there, so I'll carry on and do it that way. I've got the inside nice and smooth now, so I'm quite pleased with that. A little bit of work on the edge there to do, but I'm going to do the outside and reshape slightly over here and down at the bottom here, but I'm pleased with the finish on the inside now. Just got the under the rim to do, but I'm not going to do that until I decide what I'm doing here on the edge. So I think I'm happy with that now. So I'm going to sand him up, inside and out, up to 320, and then Yorkshire grit, and then apply wood wax 22. There's a slight gap there that needs filling, so I'll do all the filling and the sanding, and I'll come back to you when I'm finishing off the wax, and then we can do the lid. Okay, there she is. There she is, parted off. Just sort the little nub out in the bottom there, and it's looking not too bad considering all the cracking. Okay, now onwards to the lid. So what I've decided to do is have a go at making the lid out of what's left of that yew blank, and we'll see how we go. I filled up the cracks here as well with coffee ground and CA, and we'll just see what occurs. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. Sand him up, finish him off with Yorkshire grit and wood wax 22. Part him off, and the job will be done. Okay, so now I've just got to give a final buffing to the second coat of wax. The Yorkshire grit and the wood wax 22. The Yorkshire grit certainly works its magic. Leaves a lovely smooth finish, and there we go. And I think it's come up rather well, rather pleased with that. So all that remains to do now is to part the lid off and obviously attach the finial. If you like, give you a sneak peek of what it's going to look like. So I'll attach all that, and then we'll be done. There we are, and there's the lid. Just hand sand that, very tiny little nub there, just clean that up, and then put the finial on, and we'll be done. I'll come back with the finished piece. Well, I finally managed to save the piece, and this is it finished, and it stands 10 inches tall by just over 4 inches wide. And the lid is a snug fit, and it really was a traumatic turn, let's put it that way, in the beginning, but I'm rather pleased I had the problem with the hollow form, because I really like this lidded box, and I was able to utilise the finial, which I made it must be about 18 months ago, I suppose, as a subject of ebonising a softwood, basically, and that's what that is. So I've managed to use it on a piece, and I'm very pleased how it turned out. Well, thank you very much again for sticking with me. I'll put a few photographs up at the end, and again, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you very soon. Cheers now.